All right, let's talk about one of the trickiest parts of the IELTS reading section. You know the one. You're looking at a statement, you're looking at the text, and you're just thinking, is this false? Or is the information just not there? Well, if that's you, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to clear up all that confusion around true, false, not given. Let's do this. I mean, it's a classic IELTS headache, right? That line between something being flat out wrong versus just not being mentioned can feel super blurry. And you know what? That confusion can cost you some serious points. But the good news is, the fix is actually way simpler than you'd think. So, first things first, let's understand the trap itself. Why is this question type so good at tripping people up? Well, it's because it's not testing what you think it's testing. And that is the absolute key right there. You could have a perfect, big picture understanding of the whole passage and still get these questions wrong. Why? Because it's not about general understanding. It's a test of precision. It's about whether you can match a very specific little detail in the statement to an equally specific detail in the text. Okay, but don't worry. There is one simple, powerful idea that cuts through all of this confusion. I call it the golden rule. And I promise you, if you can just burn this one thing into your brain, your accuracy is going to go way, way up. This is it. This is the whole game. For these questions, you have to pretend that the only facts that exist in the entire universe are the ones written on that page. Your own knowledge, what seems logical, what you might assume, none of it matters. It's all about the text. Seriously, for the next few minutes, this text is your reality. If the passage says the sky is green, then for the purpose of answering the question, the sky is green. That's the biggest mental switch you have to make. So with that golden rule locked in, let's get super clear on what true, false, and not given actually mean. This table really breaks it down nicely. For something to be true, you have to be able to put your finger on a sentence in the text that basically says the same thing. For it to be false, you need to find a sentence that says the direct opposite. And for not given, and this is the tricky one, it just means the text is silent. It doesn't say yes, it doesn't say no. The information simply isn't there. Okay, theory is one thing, but let's actually put this into practice. We're going to walk through a simple step-by-step strategy with a sample text so you can see exactly how this works. Here's the three-step process. It's super simple. First, you analyze the statement. What does it really mean? What are the key words? Second, you locate. You go hunting in the text for those keywords or ideas. And third, you compare. You put the text and the statement side by side and decide if they match, contradict, or have nothing to do with each other. That's it. Analyze, locate, compare. All right, here's our sample text for today. It's a short little bit about urban beekeeping. Take a second to read it.
All right, here's our sample text for today. It's a short little bit about urban beekeeping. Take a second to read it. All right, here's our sample text for today. It's a short little bit about urban beekeeping. Take a second to read it.
Okay, let's get to work with our first statement. Step 1, analyze. The key ideas here are city bees contribute positively and local environment. So, the main point is that these bees are a good thing for the city. Now, step 2, let's find these ideas in the text. A quick scan of the text, and boom, we find this phrase. Help pollinate city gardens and boost local ecosystems. That sounds pretty relevant, right? So now for the final step, compare. So let's do the comparison. The statement says they contribute positively. The text says they help pollinate and boost local ecosystems. Is that a positive contribution? Yeah, absolutely. The text directly confirms it. So the answer is true. See? No guesswork needed. Okay, let's try 2 more, rapid fire. First statement, monoculture flower beds are ideal for bees. Well, the text says a single type of flower is often not sufficient. That's the exact opposite of ideal, so that's a direct contradiction. The answer is false. Easy. Next, urban beekeeping is more profitable than rural beekeeping. Okay, let's scan the text for words like profit, money, rural, anything? Nope, nothing. The text doesn't say it's more profitable, it doesn't say it's less. The information just is not there. The answer is not given. So let's pull all this together into a super simple game plan that you can take with you. Think of this as your mental checklist for every single one of these questions. When you get right down to it, it's this simple. True means the text agrees. False means the text disagrees. And not given means the text is just silent on the topic. And of course, the big one, the golden rule that governs everything. Stick only to the text. Once you start treating this like a simple matching game and you force yourself to ignore all that outside knowledge, this question type goes from being the most confusing to one you can actually feel confident about. So remember, when you're in that test, the text is your entire world. Now go and conquer it.